Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, speaks on fuel price increase. Kindly share this video, subscribe, like, and comment below. The NLC president says, Mr. Tinubu gave him two options during negotiations for the minimum wage, and start wondering why all this is happening to Nigeria now again after everything they have passed through. The Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, has said it feels betrayed by the federal government following Tuesday's increase in the pump price of petrol at NNPC Ltd's fuel stations. The NLC, in a statement by its president, Ajaero, said, one of the reasons for accepting 70,000 as national minimum wage was the understanding that the pump price of PMS would not be increased even as we knew that 70,000 was not sufficient. Premium Times reported that NNPC's petrol stations across Nigeria increased their pump price of petrol from about 600 to about 897. No official reason for the increase has been given, but the state-owned oil firm recently lamented that it could no longer sustain the petrol price. NNPC Ltd is currently the sole importer of petrol into Nigeria and spends billions of naira monthly to subsidize the product. Dangote Refinery. In his statement, Mr. Ajaero said President Bola Tinubu, during negotiations for the minimum wage, had given the NLC two options. Either 250,000 as minimum wage, subject to the rise of pump price between 1,500 and 2,000, and 70,000, at old PMS rate. President Tinubu. He said the NLC chose the latter option only for it to be confronted by Tuesday's increase in petrol price. Here we are, barely 1 month later, with the government yet to commence payment of the new minimum wage, confronted by a reality we cannot explain, Mr. Ajaero added, describing the situation as both traumatic and nightmarish. The NLC president further criticized the government's approach to resolving the fuel subsidy issue, arguing that the labor movement had foreseen the challenges but was dismissed by officials who accused them of lacking an understanding of basic economics. He also linked the fuel price increase to what he described as a pattern of betrayal by the government, citing similar unfulfilled promises regarding electricity tariff hikes. Mr. Ajaero condemned the government's broader economic policies, which he said had led to widespread hardship and triggered protests such as the End Hunger/End Bad Governance demonstrations. NLC President, Ajaero. NLC President, Ajaero. He accused the government of responding to dissent with repression, including arrests and charges of treason against protesters. Audience survey. The clandestine increase in the pump price of petrol is the first among equally sinister policies the government has up its sleeve, he warned, vowing that the NLC would not be intimidated. The NLC demanded the immediate reversal of the fuel price increase, the release of all those arrested during recent protests, and called on government to put a halt to the indiscriminate detention of citizens. The NLC also demanded an end to policies that engender hunger and insecurity, electricity tariff hikes, and an end to what it described as the government's culture of terror, fear, and lying. Share this video, like and subscribe for more of our video.
Thanks for tuning in to Smart Okason TV show. Keep exploring, stay curious, and never stop getting the latest information happening around. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to keep the intellect flowing. Until next time, keep sharpening and be smart.